A steal at home can be one of the hardest plays for an umpire crew to rule correctly. In a matter of seconds, multiple variables can lead to the play developing several different ways, producing various unusual outcomes. Without preparation from every umpire on the crew, it is very difficult to process the variables in the time allotted to rule correctly on this play. Most of the time on this play, the defense will yell runner, alerting everyone on the field that a steal of home is developing. When hearing this, the entire crew should focus on these things. Does the pitcher legally step off the pitching rubber, changing the action from a pitch ball to a throw to home? Does the pitcher balk, for example, alter his delivery, or not come set prior to pitching to the plate? Does the catcher begin to move forward prior to the pitch ball crossing the plate? Does the batter do anything illegal? Is the pitch a ball or a strike? This applies to the plate umpire only. And finally, is the runner safe or out? In this example, the pitcher does not attempt to step off the pitching rubber to become a fielder and delivers a legal pitch to the plate. However, this still shot shows the catcher moved up far enough that he is hovering over the base prior to the pitch arriving at the plate. Rule 8, Section 2. The batter becomes a base runner. E. If any defensive player interferes with the batter's swing or prevents the individual from striking at a pitched ball. Exception. If there is catcher's interference on a squeeze play or steal of home, the batter is awarded first base, the run scores, and all other runners advance one base on the balk created by the interference. This is not an easy call for the plate umpire, as he has an obstructed view of the plate as the catcher is standing up to move forward. While it is an obstructed view for the plate umpire, the umpires on either foul line have a clear look at the plate to see how far up the catcher moves to receive the pitch ball. An umpire in the middle of the field doesn't have as good a look as a wing umpire, but it's still possibly a better look than the plate umpire has of the catcher's actions. In this example, the plate umpire does not call interference and rules R3 out, ending the half inning. The crew would be 100% justified to get together on the field using Appendix E getting the call right, without use of video review, as the plate umpire's positioning on the play could have blocked out crucial elements, such as the catcher committing an illegal act, and a partner could have additional information that could lead to the proper ruling. Appendix E, getting the call right without the use of video review. B. An umpire is urged to seek help when his view is blocked or positioning prevents him from seeing crucial elements of a play. An umpire is also encouraged to seek help in instances when he has any doubt and a partner has additional information that could lead to the proper ruling. Challenging and reviewing calls pursuant to video review. Moreover, prior to the initiation of video review, the umpires may confer among themselves at any time and change any call, whether or not the call is reviewable, in accordance with NCAA Appendix E, getting the call right. Reviewable calls. The only calls eligible for video review are set forth in this Section 5. Calls not identified below may not be reviewed at any time, but nothing contained herein shall limit the umpires in their ability to convene the crew on the field to further discuss any play consistent with the official NCAA Baseball Rule Appendix E. It's important to note that the only aspect of this play eligible for video review is the safer out at home. If the crew consultation doesn't change the call on the field to catcher's interference, the offensive team can use a video review challenge on the out call at the plate if they choose to do so. Reviewable calls number 6. Scoring plays at home plate inclusive of collisions, illegal and/or malicious slides, time plays, obstruction, and missed base, all aspects. This includes an umpire's decision to call or not call a violation of NCAA Baseball Rule 8-7. Reviewable calls number 13. Catcher's interference. Only in regard to the batter's swing, except on a squeeze play or steal at home. If either the team or crew invokes a video review of a call that the crew chief determines is not subject to video review, he will inform the team that the play is not reviewable and the team will not be charged with a challenge. If the offensive team is out of challenges, the crew can go to video review on the safe out call at the plate as the game is in the bottom of the 8th inning of a scheduled 9-inning game. While in video review for a reviewable aspect of a play, a crew cannot rule on a non-reviewable aspect of that same play. For example, in this play, the safe out at the plate is reviewable. However, the pitcher balking, the catcher interfering, and the call of a ball or strike on the pitch are still not eligible for video review. If a crew does rule on a non-reviewable aspect of a video review play, that crew is in jeopardy of being reprimanded for going against protocols set forth by the NCAA. To wrap up this training video, I want to go through what the crew did with this play and how they eventually got the play correct, enforcing the proper catcher's interference penalty. When the play concluded, the crew initially had no illegal acts and R3 out on a tag at the plate. The offensive head coach immediately asked for a video review of the pitcher's motion to the plate, hoping to get a balk call enforced. The crew chief told the offensive head coach that that aspect of the play was not eligible for video review. The offensive head coach then asked if the safe out aspect of the play at the plate was eligible for video review, and if so, he would like to use a challenge on that aspect of the play. The crew chief accepted the head coach's challenge, and the crew met on the field to exhaust Appendix E, getting the call right without use of video review. The umpires stayed with the call on the field, and 2 of the 4 umpires went to video review. When entering the video review tent, multiple angles of the tag at the plate were queued up, and the crew began to review the tag play. While reviewing the tag at the plate, the non-calling umpire that remained on the field realized that the catcher moved illegally prior to catching the pitch. That umpire went into the review tent and pulled the crew out of video review. The crew never used video review to look at the catcher's actions prior to the tag attempt. The umpires conferenced outside the review tent, and the umpire with the additional information shared the information with the crew chief. At that time, video review was discontinued. The crew returned to the field and enforced the proper call of catcher's interference that also carries a penalty of a balk, using Appendix E, getting the call right without use of video review. The crew explained the decision to both head coaches and then enforced the penalty. The batter was awarded first base, and all other runners advanced one base, including R3 scoring. This was not the conventional way to get the correct call. I urge umpires to use this example as a cautionary tale. Slow down when exhausting Appendix E, getting the call right without use of video review. If the crew broke down every aspect of the play during the initial on-field conference, the crew would have gotten the call correct without ever having to go inside the video review tent. While the cosmetics of the crew's decision was not ideal, the correct call and penalty were eventually enforced.